Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
Happy fucking Wednesday. We're back with some of the guys from Violent System. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm good.
Excellent. So I know one of you mentioned that you'd watched some of our stuff before, so you probably know that we play a little fucking game with you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You got between 1 and 85. You could either pick or you could roll the dice, but no matter which one of you pick, you both got to answer the question.
Cool.
So one of you wants to go first? Be my guest.
Let's go 29.
29 it is.
Let's do all prime numbers.
29. All right, I like this one. Are you a Batman or a Superman kind of guy?
Batman.
Everybody.
Superman's cheap.
Agree.
Right? You just throw a rock at him and he cries. I mean,
Right? Yeah. No, Batman all the way. He's dark. Batman is definitely the more metal option.
Well, yeah, he's like the most fucking metal superhero there probably is.
Hell yeah.
now you know why I like him so much.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think that was probably the first superhero I really ever got into as a kid was Batman. I gave two shits less about fucking Superman.
Nah, I mean it's boring. Like I don't know if y'all watch anime, but it's like One Punch Man. Like he beats everyone because he's way overpowered.
Yeah.
I want some struggle.
Now the thing that bugged me about Batman was the fact that he didn't have any power himself. You know, that did kind of bug me when I was a kid. But yeah, between those two, it's got to be Batman.
Yeah, I think everybody's gonna say that. I don't think we've ever had.
Batman,
I don't think we've ever had anyone say Superman ever.
I mean, that's the right answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and I started getting into Marvel. Like as far as DC, I'm all Batman. Or I did like the Blue Beetle. I still do. But I got real big into Marvel, especially when X-Men came out and the X-Men cartoon came out. I was way into that. Obsessed with X-Men.
Yeah, X-Men, especially like Ultimate X-Men. That was like my age range. Dude, Ultimate X-Men was my shit.
Oh, I still watch the shit. I'm watching that new X-Men 97 or whatever it is.
I haven't finished it yet. I'm about halfway through the episodes that they've released.
I just started watching it. I just watched the first episode.
Dude,
so
it's so good.
I just started, so I got to get way fucking caught up. But I mean, I watched all the old stuff, and I watched like Wolverine and the X-Men, and the old X-Men show, and I watched all Uncanny X-Men and all of those, and I loved all of them. But to me, it was kind of like Batman because it was like had darker themes and more adult-based themes, and I just dug it a lot more than to me, Superman and stuff like that was just very childish,
right?
I guess.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, and I was a big horror film kid. Like I loved horror movies, so I liked the darker shit, and that's what I wanted. So I think that's kind of what led me into fucking probably loving heavy metal too, because it was darker.
It kind of goes hand in hand, yeah.
It does. It really does. All right, so Brian, you want to pick or you want to roll?
I'll pick one. Let's do 41.
41.
All right. Where and how long? That does not go. Where, if you ever fallen off the stage?
Oh, have I fallen off the stage?
Yep. Have you taken a nosedive off? Have you tripped over some cords and just like biffed it?
So couple things. So let's see. I did almost get run over by our bass player when we did a show at the Masquerade here in Heaven. And I jumped out of the way at the last second. It was almost accidental that I even got out of his way, and he would have knocked me completely out. So that was a near miss. It's not an actual falling off the stage. I played some stages that were like close to collapse, but didn't collapse.
That's good.
Yeah, I really, it's boring because I don't think I have.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think
you don't have to fall off the stage. Just usually there's a trip or a fall, or like this guy over here, he likes to crowd pretend surf when he falls. So
yeah, I haven't tried that.
You just got to be graceful about it.
I didn't try it. It didn't fucking happen. I didn't really have a choice in the matter.
I mean, same here. I've had several close calls, particularly with our vocalist, because I like to fuck with him on stage. But he's like 3 times my size. So like I'll go and bump into him, and the big son of a bitch doesn't know his own strength. Yeah, it's like hitting a wall. And then he'll shove me back, like trying to fuck with me, and damn near throw me across the stage. But I'm pretty good on my feet, so I haven't fallen yet. Come close, but not yet.
You gotta be swift like a ninja.
Be ready.
I would have done 8 shit. I'm fucking as clumsy as fucking clumsy gets. Like, I tripped over cords, and thankfully the fucking crowd was right up against the stage, and it wasn't like a gap at like festivals. Because if there was a gap, I would have been fucked. And right up against the stage, and so they thought I was trying to crowd surf when really I tripped over fucking cords and I went backwards. I wasn't paying attention. It looked good.
I said I've never fallen off of stage, but I have a habit of, and I've done this in every band I've been in, but like generally the last song of the set, if it's a good crowd, I'll go into the crowd and mosh. Several shows back, I got my shit rocked when I did that. And like, not to be like egotistical, but I'm like, I'm the talent. Don't hurt the talent.
Right.
They did not give a fuck. I got into that pit thing and like, yeah, you guys beat the shit out of each other. Take it easy on me. This motherfucker took me out. I hit the ground and I was like, well, that's it for me. I'm going to hop back up on stage, finish the song. So yeah, that's probably the closest I have. Right. I'm too old for this shit now.
Right.
That's what I'm fucking saying. I'm in my 40s. I'm not taking my ass out there.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll Josh. I just watch him and hope that he doesn't break his guitar.
Right.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
I love it whenever I go to shows with like some younger friends that are in like their upper 20s and lower 30s, and they're like, let's go out in the mosh pit. I'm like, you go out in the mosh pit. It's why I've got VIP, and I sit on these little bleachers in the shade, and I have my fuck you. You go.
See, Brian says that. So I'm 29 and Brian is 43. We went and saw Thyre Does Murder and After the Burial. This was like last year, 2 years ago. And I was thinking, because I was going with Brian, that we were going to hang out in the back. And we both really want to see after the burial. And he's like, come on, motherfucker, let's go up. Let's go up. I was like, oh, shit. All right. We were up there for almost after the burial's entire set, getting the shit kicked out of us. And in my head, me being the young one, I was like, please, Brian, get tired. Ask to go back to the back of the crowd. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, especially when you get these dudes in there, they're like the size of goddamn Sasquatch, and they're like fucking 6'3",
right?
Oh, it's insane.
Fucking plus pounds, and they're out there fucking crowd killing, and it's like, oh fuck this, I'm
They're
out.
going there to like pick a fight, like, look how fucking tough I am. Like, there's children here. Calm down.
Yeah, like fucking ease up, man. Chill the fuck out. Like I've seen some. I think the worst one I ever seen was going to see, and they're one of my all-time favorite bands, fucking Whitechapel. Love Whitechapel. So the worst shit I've ever seen has been at fucking Whitechapel. And I'm just like, oh my God, we were in Jacksonville at the Underbelly. And it was Whitechapel and fucking who else was on that damn bill? It was so fucking long ago. I can't remember exactly who was all on that bill, but Whitechapel was up. And they talked this fucking little old guy. He had to have been like 70 years old. And they talked this son of a bitch and getting on the damn stage and trying to jump out and crowd surf. And they didn't catch him. They just
Good way to die.
And he shit. And I'm like,
they must not like him.
He got up and like went out there. I was like, you
are the
coolest fucking old guy I've ever seen in my life. What you're even doing here, I don't know, but you know what? I salute you, sir.
No, I love when you see like at shows like that. You see it a lot of like deathcore shows and metalcore shows, but you'll see like teenage kids that needed their parents to bring them, and their parents are clearly not into it. Those are my favorite people at metal shows. Because I'm like, oh, you're an outsider. Like this is not meant for you. You look so uncomfortable. I don't normally mosh anymore. I'm going to go ape shit just to scare you even more.
Oh yeah, I agree. All right, Josh, you want to pick or you want to roll?
Let's do 4.
4.
4 it is. 4 is going to be travel tips for the road. So when you guys go on the road, what are some good travel tips for new bands that are trying to get out there? You know, is there certain tape that works better? Don't forget, we know not to forget the batteries and the other stuff. So maybe there's something different that you need.
Yeah, Brian, don't forget the batteries.
Yeah, Brian.
Josh has just a mental deficit when it comes to charging things that need charged. So that's why he said that. I'm like the keeper of all batteries and chargeable objects in the band. So
yeah, I mean that's super important. If you're a smaller band and you are driving yourselves in a van, don't get super fucked up. Like, and as someone that doesn't drink that much anymore, I'm not even talking about the person that's driving. You annoying motherfuckers getting hammered in the back of the van, annoying the piss out of me, is just as bad as if you were hammered drunk driving. So that would probably be my biggest piece of advice: is don't get shitty drunk if you are stuck in a van.
Don't eat gas station sushi.
That'd be one hell of one.
Don't eat gas station food.
There's all kinds of great advice.
Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts was our thing.
Okay, I dig Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
I dig Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts guy. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I toured, we always tried to eat like as clean as humanly possible.
Like, you don't want to risk anything.
Yeah, we tried not doing like, fucking fast food nonstop, like fucking Taco Bell, because that's just a goddamn recipe for fucking disaster.
That's our vocalist's favorite spot. Taco Bell.
It's always closed here after 11 p.m., but we always try to stop, and it's always closed early.
Taco Bell, and then the motherfuckers drinking cartons of raw egg whites. and in the van. Oh, you have no idea. He's a power lifter, so he's a big son of a bitch. But like,
no,
he has
that
to
comes
eat
out wrong.
constantly. And I mean, I remember when we were on tour and he was drinking this carton of egg whites. I was like, "What kind of shits do you take that this is what you're eating?"
Horrible.
We still
Like-
know, thankfully.
Yeah. Thankfully,
like-
we don't know.
One of my really old bands, back when I would think I was in my low 20s, and this is the gas station sushi story. Fuck it, we had a damn blowout on our trailer. So we pulled over to this like big area. It had like a truck stop. There's all kinds of restaurants like around this shit within the same little complex. I'm the only motherfucker who knew how to change a tire. Out of the whole damn band, I'm the only one that could change a tire. So I was like, fine, I'll change a tire. Y'all go get food. And so I was thinking they're going to go to one of the fucking restaurants. Like there was like a Panda Express and there was, Chipotle and nicer stuff. And they come back with goddamn sushi. Well, I didn't think nothing of it. Like it never even. So I'm like, we're fucking eating this damn sushi and going to the hotel. And all of a sudden, like all of us within 45 minutes are sick. One of us is on the toilet, one shitting in a sink, one shitting in the shower, and there's one guy out there shitting in the damn flower pot on the fucking balcony.
Wait,
And I'm like, where the hell did you get this? And they're like, oh, it was in the gas station. I'm like,
In the trash can at the gas station.
for real? Why would you get it from a gas station?
Don't do it.
Been on the shelf for the last 6 months.
Oh, yeah, that's gross. See, I'm a hypochondriac. I don't fuck with food poisoning, and so especially on tour, like when I know I need to play a show, no,
Right.
I'm clean as hell. I'm eating pretzels, like stuff
Yep.
I know that is not going to make me sick.
Well, I understand that. I'm the same
That's-
way. I am
that's
so
true.
picky about things I eat.
Mm-hmm.
That's because we're old and our stomach ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, all my drinking messed up my stomach, I think.
Another
I
reason why I
sure
don't go as
did.
hard anymore.
No.
It was worth it back then, not worth it anymore.
No. No, not at all. All right, Brian, you want to pick or you want to roll?
I'll roll. Go ahead and pick one.
Roll we go. Go with 41.
Oh wait, we just did that one.
Yes,
I should
we
win a
did.
prize,
So what
right?
we do,
You rolled the one.
Right.
we will go.
Oh, good.
We'll go up to the one above, which is when you take a drink. So when you grab your drink, do you have your pinky up, or is it like just chilling? Yep, you got pinky down. See, I
You got
still
a
I
pinky
don't know
down
what.
on the Pantera neck, right?
I don't see
You don't do
pinky down.
up on the 101.
There you go.
I had to do the same thing. Goddamn, do I do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Why you having
sometimes
pinky
I might like unintentionally put the pinky out, but
Yeah,
I think I full grip it.
I guess it's two.
Like, I think it depends on like the glass, because like some of the beer mugs have like really short little fucking handles, and you can't actually. Somebody like me, where I've got giant fucking gorilla hands. Sometimes I can only get 3 fingers in on the fucking handle, and it's like awkward as shit.
Yeah, and you,
Right. Yeah.
it depends on how
Yeah, so
dainty
I'm
the
gonna go
coffee
full
cup is. Right?
Sometimes
Like
help.
something like this, maybe you can do it.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Can't like fully grip a fucking shot glass, which I don't fucking take shots because I will fucking puke my guts out off of one damn shot.
Yeah.
I-
What's your shot of choice? What's the one that is least likely to make you puke?
Oh, they all do.
All
Now
of
I
them equally.
do drink liquor, but I'm a bourbon guy or whiskey,
Yeah,
and
me
it's
too.
on the rocks,
Just
and
sip 'em.
that's the way I do it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can drink that all day, but I can't do shots. I don't know. It makes me fucking gag like almost immediately every single time. Doesn't matter the liquor it is. I fucking gag every single time. And if I start gagging, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. No in between. It's all
See,
coming
our band shot is Jaeger, and that is just because we have a super fan named Randy that comes to every single one of our shows, and we love the dude to death, but his nickname is the Devil because it is his goal at every show to get us as fucked up as possible, and it's always Jaeger. Always.
Always Jaeger, huh?
I think that so the show we did between me and our singer, which, you know, he's a big guy, he can put some shots away, but there were a number of Jaeger bombs and just Jaeger shots thrown back. And this is the first night I'd met him, actually. This is when I gave him the nickname of the Devil. Like, there's a point that I don't remember after, like, I don't know when we played, Josh. It was like 1 a.m.
That was a late one. Yeah.
And, like, I probably don't remember anything after 11 from that night. So when
I just remember the next day getting a text from Brian. He's like, Randy Straw is the Devil.
I remember my Jaeger bomb days.
I can't do Jaeger. I had one run in with Jaeger, and I'll never forget it. And to this day, luckily I can't smell anymore because I lost my sense of smell a couple of years ago. But back when I could smell, if I even smelled Jaeger, I'd start freaking gagging and about puke because I've never been so sick as I did this night. Because I actually went to back when they had the Jägermeister music tour, and I went to it was in Atlanta. It was at the Tabernacle.
Oh, yeah, and Slipknot and
Shadows Fall and
Kill Switch. Yeah.
So I went there. Well, you know, they had the Jaeger girls all, you know, walking around and handing out shots and shit like that. So this girl, the Jaeger girl, comes up. It's like, you know, do you want a shot? And I'm like, no. I was like, I'm not a big fan of Jaeger. And she's like, I could turn you into a fan of Jaeger. And she's like, let me make you a mixed drink that I make my husband. And she's like, you won't even be able to smell it or tell that it's in it. So she makes this drink, brings it back to me, and hands it to me. She's like, try that. Well, it was mixed with root beer. Well, fucking root beer completely kills the taste of Jaeger, the smell of it, everything. Wow. Burn gone, everything gone, and it's dangerous as fuck. Crazy. So before too long, I'm having a good time watching the show, and I'm not thinking about it, and I'm just fucking hammering these damn things back one after one after one. By the time that show was over, we got home, and I was the sickest that I've ever been in my life.
See, and whenever I hear someone tell me, like, oh, you can't taste the liquor if you mix it with this, then I don't want it. Like, I think that's why Jaeger tastes so fucking nasty, is because you're supposed to know how much you're drinking.
Right?
So in a way, I think it's the safest liquor to drink. Because you're like, if I take one more, I'm probably going to puke. So this is my top point.
But at some point, everything loses its taste. You know, you keep going. At some point, the taste buds turn off. It doesn't matter what you're drinking. But Jaeger takes a little longer than most.
Oh yeah. I had a friend. We actually were here in South Carolina. We went to go see. God, it's been a long time because it was Mudvayne was the headliner, and the two bands that were with them, which were completely unknown at the time, was In This Moment and Nonpoint, were the two openers. And he was doing Jaeger bombs like Jaeger was about to be not even exist anymore. So he had to fucking drink as many goddamn Jaeger bombs as this motherfucker could possibly do. And we get done with the show, and I mean, he's plastered. He's fucking plastered. We pull over, and he's like, man, I don't feel good. So we pull over, and I just remember it was like this like drive-through bank that was obviously like empty, and he gets out, and I just see him take off. And he's been gone for like 20 minutes. And I go over there, and you could literally smell the Jaeger from him like puking.
Oh, Jesus.
And I go over there, and this motherfucker is passed out in a bed of fire ants. There's fire ants all over his face, all over his body. He got fucked up.
Man, that took a dark turn. I was hoping you were about to say like throw up in one of those like pneumatic tubes.
Right?
I thought he was going to like some of them have like weird trash cans and shit, you know, and no, he just disappears, and we're looking for him, and it's me and his cousin. Of course, I wasn't drinking that night because I was the driver, so I was DD, and his cousin's like, "God damn!" And we're like looking, all of a sudden, he's like, "I smell Jaeger." And we start fighting. He's face down in this big ass fire ant bed. They're biting the fuck out of him, and he's out. He's done. Knocked the fuck out. And I'm like,
I think I saw that on 1,000 Ways to Die once.
Yeah, it was the kids that fucking snorted fire ants or something, and they fucking died. Yeah. All right, Josh, you're up. You want to pick? You want to roll?
Go ahead and roll for me.
Okay.
Roll we go. 24. Nope. Oh, I like this one. Mystery Machine or Optimus Prime?
Just I feel bad because I saw 2 episodes where you asked that question, so I know what your favorite answer is.
So you gonna pick the right one?
I gotta go Optimus Prime.
Yes.
Like
Pink.
the only thing with like Scooby-Doo, I loved Zombie Island. That movie, loved it as a kid. Yeah. Beyond that, not a big Scooby-Doo kid. Now Transformers, 100%. I love Transformers.
I was too.
Yeah.
Dude, the movie, the original animated movie from '87, like
you
the
got
soundtrack.
The touch. You got the power.
So like, yeah, I mean, I'm 43, so I was like 6, 7 when that came out, and I introduced it to my son a couple of years ago, the movie and the soundtrack, and now we're still be going down the road, and that's what we play. If he puts something on, it's the
Stan Bush
soundtrack. Stan Bush.
No, I'm a big Transformers fanatic. Like anytime I go to Universal Studios, it's a beeline for that damn Transformers ride fucking every time. Like that's the first thing I want to fucking get on because that thing is amazing, and I probably rode it. God, I don't even know how many times I've rode that thing, and I buy Transformer shit in that damn gift shop every damn time I'm in there. I've got all the fucking nice coffee cups and all that shit.
Hell yeah.
I win this time, Mojo.
Well, again.
All right, Brian, you want to roll?
All right, how many questions are there? I'll pick
85.
one. 85. All right. Did you come up with them in order, or were they just kind of thrown together? Or like
they're thrown together, and then we switch through them every once in a while.
Gotcha. Okay, so then let's do 81.
81. All right. Imagine that you are trapped in an elevator with someone that is a massive fan who won't stop talking. What's your escape plan?
Oh man.
What's the plan, man? Are you gonna be stuck down there forever?
Oh man. Well, why am I stuck in the elevator? That's the first question. Can we build up the narrative here? What got us stuck in the first place?
You lost power.
You were running from a whole bunch of crazy fans, and only one of them made it in with you.
Oh man, Josh, you gotta take this one. I'm not the one here.
Oh,
he's like, I'm killing him.
I would hate to say that about a fan because I love our fans and I love talking to them, no matter how weird and annoying some of them might be. I'm gonna have to take the cop out. I'm gonna fart. I'm like,
the elevator, huh?
Well, I mean, or like, what's this? If I don't have to fart, I'm pulling like a bear defense thing, and I'm gonna shit myself. And like,
I mean, I guess that's a good way to keep somebody away from you.
You're still stuck in the elevator. Like, I don't like either of these ideas. Like, you're not going anywhere. Like,
don't want to shit myself.
At least at that point, like I think my key would be to like out weird them. Like if you're being weird, I'm gonna make it so you don't want to talk to me anymore. So if I did shit myself,
don't shit yourself. Shit in the corner. So you can...
I mean, either way, I'm making aggressive eye contact while I'm doing it. Like, they're gonna know that it was for them.
Oh shit, that's probably the best answer I've heard.
All right, Brian. So what you gonna do now?
All right, so I would talk about anything but the goddamn band. You know, I would really try to make them uncomfortable. Like my day job, I do physics and other things, and so I would just start bringing up random shit and just seeing how they responded. just put them off guard.
Detour them.
But at least it would be entertaining, right? Like, I don't want to hear about how much they love the band in the elevator.
Start talking about how much you hate the band.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I was going to quit yesterday, so
now I'm definitely going to quit.
Like, hey,
I can tell you, today was my last show with the band.
Right. Fuck those guys.
What band?
I'm not drumming. Like, let's start something up. You know, like screw these guys. Yeah,
that's fucking hilarious.
I would not shit in the elevator. I'll tell you that, 100%. That's all Josh.
And that's why no one will remember your name, Brian.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if you shit in the elevator, you know damn well they're going to be trying to fucking get out faster than you.
They'll be crawling through the goddamn ceiling, climbing the cables to get out.
They'll find a way out.
You better hope. What if they're just as crazy and then it's like a big old poo fight, like you bunch of champs?
At that point, I'm accepting my fate. I'm like, I did this to myself. I'm here for the long run. Now I'm going to have a story. Right.
You had to go there. That's
well.
You're really trolling the depths of like human interaction at that point. Like it could go so many different ways.
Oh yeah.
You're nasty. You're nasty.
Why am I nasty? I'm just real. I know what happens. I can't help it.
I'm the one that brought up shitting in front of someone.
I've seen it all, man. So nothing really surprises me anymore.
True that. All right, Josh, you want to pick or you want to roll?
Let's do 62.
62. Interview switch. So that means you guys get to ask us the question.
Ooh. Okay.
We haven't had an interview switch in a while.
3 bands for your like dream tour.
Ooh.
Like you would pay any amount of money to see this lineup.
Damn, you're choosing one of my questions. All right, cool.
You got yours?
You go ahead, go. I'm thinking.
All right. Well, of course I got to bring my homeboy Snoop Dogg. Definitely having Snoop Dogg with me. And then I'm definitely going to have my Guns N' Roses.
Hell yeah.
And then just to make it a whole like night and make it like a really cool night, I would probably go with this really cool new band that I like. And it's called Neo Hex.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. They got some cool shit.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I figured it would make it all, it'd be all different, man. We just have a good old time.
Different.
Hell yeah.
Snoop Dogg and GNR, like that's
I
mean,
me and GNR, I'm tell you. I'm
yeah.
already putting
I'm with
that.
you.
Yes.
this one's so hard.
Did you see the last couple of tours?
I have not seen them personally, but have I watched them on TV and followed all that stuff? Yes.
Sure. No, I saw them here in the Georgia Dome. It was one of the last shows in the Georgia Dome before they blew it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, ridiculous. It was like 40,000 people. Insane.
I can't wait. All
right, I'm gonna go. This is gonna be an oddball fucking show, but it's 3 of my fucking favorite bands. I'm gonna go Deftones, After the Burial, and I have to go with fucking I Wrestled a Bear Once.
I knew that was coming.
Which singer?
Yeah,
Which singer is in this mythical?
Krista.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Right.
Hands down,
Okay.
Krista.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because supposedly there's rumors that they actually might be doing a damn reunion.
I've been seeing it all over Metal Injection, Loudwire. Everyone's talking about it.
Well, it's fun because
know.
we actually interviewed Rickshaw a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, no shit.
He's got another band that he's in right now that he's the vocalist of called Never Rest. And so we brought him on. My assistant booked Never Rest. And I'm sitting there watching their videos. I'm like, this dude looks so goddamn fucking familiar. And as soon as he pops in to hang out with us, he was like, oh, yeah, you can also ask me questions about I Wrestled a Bear Once. I was like, God damn it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. And then I seen him post about it first because I'm friends with him on Instagram. And fucking I seen it pop up. I was like, no shit. And then it started popping up fucking everywhere on Facebook. I'm like, I'm gonna have a goddamn heart attack.
I saw them back on the All Stars tour in like 20. I think Courtney was with them then though. I think it was like 2012, 2013.
I never seen them with Courtney. I've seen them about 4 or 5 times when they had Krista, but I never seen them with Courtney.
Okay.
All right. So, hey, Brian, you're up. You want to roll? You want to pick?
All right. Okay. Let's do 55.
55. 3 songs on your morning playlist.
Oh, 3 songs. Okay. Morning playlist would be the New Nile, Gods of the Desert.
Okay.
South Carolina boys.
Yeah, I'm a huge Nile fan. Always have been. I've been loving the new Whitechapel live album. It's a few months old.
Yeah.
So, but I'll do Demon Defiles a Witch. First track up off of that. And then the third one. Is this going to be the guilty pleasure? Can I do all right? So the first two are like bands that I listen to reliably. The third one might be a band like Nothing More, a little more radio friendly, but really moved.
I didn't even know you liked
first album. Yeah.
Yes, that first album is incredible.
Oh my god!
He's like, what?
I still remember the first time I seen them. I didn't even know who the fuck they were, and they were a mystery band on one of the stages at Welcome to Rockville. Like the whole time, it was blurred out, so you didn't know who it was. And I'm sitting here looking at the list. I'm like, well, I've seen all these other bands 50,000 times, but this has a blur on it. I'm just going to stay and find out who the fuck it is. Sure. Well, it was Nothing More. And I was fucking blown away by this band. And after they got off stage, I actually walked out into the crowd. They were taking pictures with everybody and handing shit out and were super fucking cool. And then I run into Johnny Hawkins again the next year. I'd actually gotten into a really bad car accident and I had to have a bunch of surgery on my shoulder, repair my shoulder. And so I'm at Welcome to Rockville in a full fucking cast, sling, the whole 9 yards. And we're watching Amon Amarth. And I'm backed up all the way up against the fence that's like guarding the sound booth, trying to stay away from any kind of mosh pit or area that I'm going to get, further injured. And I get this tap on the shoulder. He's like, hey, man, you're kind of in a shitty area and I see you're hurt. You want to come stand in here? And we just want to make sure you're okay. And I was like, sure. I turn around, it's Johnny.
That's cool.
And so I got to meet with him, hang out with him, and we hung out like right there in the fucking sound booth and watched. And fucking, he was one of the coolest, most down to earth people I've ever fucking met in my life.
Hell yeah.
All right, what you got on your morning playlist, Josh?
So I'm looking at my Spotify right now. I'm not going to go full albums. I'll do songs.
Yeah.
Violence system, and violence.
No, so right now it would be The Arrogance of Agony by Mental Cruelty.
I don't know who that is.
Blood Clock by Flesh God Apocalypse. And then a new one is it's called A Fever to Defeat. Do y'all remember 36 Crazy Fists?
I do. They were one of my favorite bands back in the day.
So their vocalist just came out with a new band called Paradise Slaves, and that's their first single, and it is incredible. Yes.
Now I'm gonna have to go fucking find this shit.
It's the only song they have out right now. Pardon?
I loved 36 Crazy Fists.
Dude, I've opened up for them twice. Some of the nicest guys on the planet, and yeah, they were like one of my favorites from back in that scene. And yeah, so I've been listening to that song on like.
I only got to see them one time, and it was the whole I usually go to Welcome Rockville every year, or at least I try to go every year because it's the closest big festival to me. And I personally like festivals over smaller shows because it's like more bang for your buck. You get to see shit tons of bands all fucking day long, and see different bands that you may have never heard of, and I love finding those new bands. But they were playing Welcome to Rockville one year, and it was back when they had like the pre-show the night before it started, and they were actually one of the bands that was playing the pre-show. And I spent my whole life wanting to see them so bad, and I finally got to see them, and I was just like enamored. Like that was like. I didn't even care if I went to Welcome to Rockville at that fucking point.
You can die happy at that point, yeah.
Yeah, I was happy as shit that whole time. I didn't even give a fuck who I seen after that. Just the fact that I got to see 36 Crazy Fists.
Well, hell yeah, man! Like I said, check out that song. It's a banger for sure.
Fuck yeah! All right, I'm gonna have to look that up. All right, Brian, you want to pick or you want to roll?
All right, I just picked that one. I think Josh picked one.
Oh, okay, Josh, you're up.
Oh, yeah, it is me. Let's go 25.
25. The least favorite interview question. What is that one question that just gets asked over and over again that drives you nuts?
There's a bunch. That's why I really like what y'all do. I mean, like, how did you come up with the band name?
Yeah.
Who are like your biggest influences that like the shit that like listen, you can look up any interview we've ever done and I promise you those questions are asked. Just do that. You don't have to ask us the same shit.
Right.
And I used to work the last FM station I worked for out of Jacksonville. I was doing Welcome to Rockville, covering Welcome to Rockville, and they handed me a fucking clipboard, and we get to set up interviews with these bands, and we only got so long. And I'm sitting there looking at the clipboard, and it's all just shit tons of questions that I know they've already been asked 50,000 times during that whole goddamn festival. I'm like, do I really have to ask these? Because these guys, I want them to get into it. Like, I want them to have fun and interact during this interview. And no disrespect, but this is a bunch of shit. And they're like, ask it. Well, so I thought I was being sneaky, and as I'm walking off, I throw the clipboard in the fucking trash, and they see me do it, and made it through Welcome Rockville. And then they fired me right after that. Was like, fucking that's the questions we wanted. And I'm like, but everybody asked the same shit,
right?
The same shit. Can we not fucking spice it up some? Let's get fun with it and have people feel like that they can relate to these guys because they are fucking human.
Right. No, make it personable. Like because we're just people, and on top of that, like it's not like we're, especially metal bands in particular, none of us are fucking celebrities.
Yeah.
Like don't do these robotic, boring ass questions. Like, we're fucking people. We have jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed. That's why we came up with the show and the way that we do
it. I appreciate it. It's awesome.
No problem. All right, Brian, what you got? You want to roll? You want to pick?
All right. What's question one?
Ooh.
Question one. If you can play any other type of music than the type of music you are playing now, what would you pick?
It's like, fuck.
Man, I mean, rock doesn't count, right? Like Aerosmith covers, that's too close.
I mean, it's pretty.
You could go that. You could go
Pretty
that.
damn
That-
close.
Charles' music
I mean,
is nowhere
saying that
near-
Violent System is close to Aerosmith is a bit of a
Yeah.
stretch.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
Well,
you
that's
know,
why I kind of stopped for a minute. I was like,
close.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
you can do
like,
that.
no, I would, yeah. Like, I mean, I grew up like loving, Aerosmith for
So you
example.
do like
like,
fucking stadium rock.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Guns N' Roses, but like, yeah, I could do just like Aerosmith covers and some shitty cover band and be pretty happy.
you have to
Why
care.
make
But
10
all right.
times more bar money than Violent System makes?
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, I hate the fact that fucking cover bands make more than y'all. I get that they can get up there and play for fucking 4 or 5 hours straight, but
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I totally get it, and it's a good time. Like, I think a lot of people that play, they start, doing covers, right? You start playing in high school and maybe in college,
Yeah.
and I mean, you're playing covers because it pays the bills, and you got to learn the shit. No, I love it. Like Josh and I have talked about starting a cover band. So
Mhm.
it wouldn't be Aerosmith, but
Yeah.
still, it is. Yeah,
Not
so I
quite.
think I could totally be cool doing rock covers.
okay.
All right.
All right, Josh, how about you?
That's tough. It's still kind of be in the same vein, but like I'm a huge fan of like Godsmack. Brian's gonna hate this, but like Godsmack is one of my all-time favorite bands. Like something in that vein, like more like modern stadium
Right.
rock or like 2000s stadium rock stuff.
Right.
If not that, honestly, I'm a big like ska guy. I would like to. That'd be fun as fuck. Like just
Yeah.
straight
Well,
up like
we-
feel
we-
good time music.
We friends.
Hell yeah.
That's what I said too. If I didn't play metal, it would be ska.
Right. I
It-
mean, it's fun as shit. Like, and it's something like, what did I see on Facebook? Like ska is the music that plays in a child's head when they get chicken tenders at a restaurant. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like,
Hell yeah.
Dude, the horns, I can't
You're like,
get
I
behind
know
the
that
horns. That's the
dude,
Yes,
love me
I
some
mean,
ska.
to me, like whenever I was a kid, like before I got into like really heavy stuff. I mean, I still listened to like, mainstream metal when I was a kid, but one of my big bands was the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. I fucking loved
Dude.
them.
Hell yeah.
I listened to the shit out of them and like No Doubt and Sublime, and I was a big fan of
Less
all
Than Jake
that.
was a big one for me.
Yeah.
But like the big ska awakening for me was the Digimon movie. The entire soundtrack is just ska bands. Mighty Mighty Boss Tones is on it. Less Than Jake, Goldfinger, like that. The entire soundtrack is nothing but ska bands. And I was like in elementary school when that came out, and it changed my life.
Yeah.
the sky.
I
Change
remember
your life.
the first thing I think of is fucking 99 Red Balloons.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Immediately. I fucking listen. That album that they came out with on that, I'm pretty sure that I fucking killed it and I had to rebuy it like twice because I
Hell
just
yeah.
burnt the hell out that damn
It's
thing.
kind of a perfect album.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so whose turn is it? I think it's Josh. I think you're up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's keep it single digits. Let's go 6.
Okay.
6. Best metal or rock album cover.
You been
Which one do
drinking?
you guys think is the best? No, maybe I need to.
What album cover do I think is the best, like art wise?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is tough.
There's so many of them. I've had a
I
hard time
know.
narrowing it down too. Because there's freaking awesome.
Brian, do you have one in mind?
I'm narrowing it down. I've got a couple that I'm
tough.
whittling down in my head as you fumble around. So I'll just listen for
So
that.
far, I'm stuck in the Iron Maiden world.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the classic. Like if you're gonna
Yeah,
pull
like-
something off the top of your head, it's gonna be Iron Maiden.
I think like
Right.
Fear the
I'm
Dark.
trying to narrow it down.
Fear the Dark had like a huge impact on me as a kid.
Okay.
Like I love that album artwork. in terms of like just like simplicity and impact, maybe Kill Switch's The End of Heartache, I think would like real solid artwork that like it really encapsulates the vibe of the album like perfectly. Just looking at the artwork, you gotta know what you're gonna get.
And the bass player does all the art, right? He does all their covers.
Yeah.
That's the sculpture thing. It's the heart with the nails in it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture it now. Yeah. All right, so I'll go back to like, I think it's 2 albums in a row. Really, it's Countdown to Extinction.
Another
the
great
old
one.
man like floating off like that. When I was a kid, that just blew me away. And the music, but yeah, that album cover was crazy. And then Euthanasia, because that was really like the first album that I waited for. I was like waiting for it to come out. You know, I forget what year it even came out, like 90, 91. But yeah, that with the kids hanging off the clothesline, like the old lady like hanging the babies off the like, it was crazy. Came out on Halloween, like. So those 2 Megadeth covers, like for me, stand out as just being really, really impactful.
See, for me, it's like anything by Ghost. I love their fucking album art. Like Ghost is another one of my favorite bands, and fucking I love Ghost's album artwork. Like they were, I feel like they're one of those bands that just have like the whole fucking total package, from the theatrics to the album artwork to even the artwork on their fucking t-shirts. To me, it's just cool as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love their shit.
Now,
that's a good question. I'm probably gonna be kicking myself later.
Yeah, you're gonna think of
something better.
Way better.
Yeah.
I mean, album artworks really, it's so important because like whenever I was a kid, you know, I used to go into like the CD stores back when they existed, like FYE and shit like that, and I would literally pick albums just off the album artwork, you know, and I found so many bands that I love to this day were because of their album artwork, and I went there and picked it solely because that's how I discovered White Zombie and fucking Pantera and Tool, and I could go fucking on and on with bands.
The first album I ever bought with my own money was Wednesday 13, and it was Skeletons, and I got it at Hot Topic because like my dad had already given me, I had a pretty solid CD collection by that point, but that was the first thing I bought with my own money. And it was purely, I had no idea who Wednesday 13 was. Just went solely off the artwork. It was real scary. Like, it was literally like just his face, like turned down, looking all evil and shit.
Right.
But I was like, this looks pretty dope. I'm going to get this. Took it home and like, I ended up loving it. But like, Josh now, I don't trust artwork anymore just to buy albums off of.
Nah, I mean, that's how I discovered Marilyn Manson. Was walking into a store and I seen the album artwork because I was real big into like the animation part of MTV back when they had like Beavis and Butthead, and they did the whole like celebrity death match with the claymation. I thought the claymation videos were cool because they took me back to like watching MTV, like Three Little Pigs and all the Tool had all those claymation videos that they did.
The Schism music video to this day is so fucking disturbing.
The meat and the tube when he like takes the tube off and like that was
like
crazy.
Marilyn Manson's first album that came out, it was that Portrait of American Family, and it was that claymation fucked up shit. And I picked up that album slow because of that, and I still love that album to this day.
Hell yeah. A solid album.
I remember that. That's the same era that I was watching MTV like all the time. And
yeah, I mean, you're only 2 years older than me, so fucking we grew up with that whole era.
Yeah, we were right there watching this.
Yeah, I mean, I can even tell you exactly what video was the very first video that I ever watched MTV, which is actually what kind of sucked me into being a bass player, was seeing Motorhead Ace of Spades for the first time. The very first music video I ever seen on MTV, and I just got fucking sucked in, and I was like, I want to be like Lemmy. Lemmy's God. I want to play bass. I didn't want to sing. I tried to sing it. I can't sing and play at the same time. For some reason, I can't fucking do it. I just can't. I don't know how the fuck y'all do it. Of some people that can do that shit, I don't understand how the fuck they can do it.
It's tough. Yeah.
I can't. I
feel like
can't.
it's
I
kind
gave
of similar to like drumming.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't even know.
multitasking.
I've seen drum. We actually did a band from Texas not too long ago called Perceived, which they are fucking amazing. And their vocalist is the drummer. And I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that?
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And I think there was another big band there. They had a vocalist as a drummer. Atreyu had it for a while.
I mean,
Right.
so
Well,
I was an
that
Atreyu
thing,
fan
right?
when I was a big Atreyu fan, like when they came out. I've since gone back and listened. He wasn't that great of a drummer. He was playing really boring shit and doing vocals.
I mean, you have to, yeah,
I mean,
that's
still,
great.
still impressive. Like, I want to be able to do it. Like, I can't touch that. I still like Atreyu, but like I said, I always like associated them with like Bullet My Valentine, Kill Switch, and they weren't playing stuff anywhere near as technical or demanding.
Sure. Well, Mastodon, right? Mastodon.
Oh yeah, well they all do vocals in Mastodon, and Mastodon actually, I opened for them way back in the day because they were coming down to the Savannah area and they were always playing this club every once in a while called the Jinx, and they played and my band opened for them, and I remember just being like completely blown away because I'm like, God damn, they're all doing vocals.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
like technical shit.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn, there's not really one actual vocalist that, I mean, they all fucking do it. And I'm like, damn, that's cool as shit. That's different and out of the box. And I was blown away by them, and I'm still a huge fan of Mastodon.
Hell yeah.
All right, so on that last question before we play one of y'all's music videos and we get the fuck up out of here, where do you guys like to talk with your fans the most? Is there a certain platform, or do you use all of them? Where can they get your music? And most importantly, if you have merch available, where can they get that?
Facebook and Instagram, if y'all want to talk. We interact with everyone. Music, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever y'all want to use. YouTube, we have a shitload of music videos. You could check out all of our music videos on YouTube. And then in terms of merch, you could get it on our Bandcamp or our record label's Bandcamp, Dark Sales Entertainment. But that is about to change. We're signing a merch deal with some company, so just pay attention to our socials. We'll probably be announcing that soon, where merch is going to be like, we'll have a shitload of merch available online.
Awesome. So on that, y'all stick around. We're going to play one of their music videos. I think we are playing Horrors of Belief is the video that we got. So we're going to run that on that. We love all you guys that are watching. We will see you back here on Friday night. I would tell you who we have, but I don't remember because I don't book these. So
Friday night.
Yeah, we love you guys and check out the music video. And until then, see ya.
Cool. Appreciate y'all.